For me, it's about the law and people. How am I supposed to quantify the value of these things when I don't have evidence?
I'm sorry.
And how people can resolve their problems and just be better for it.
Justice with passion.
I always knew I was going to go into law because I tried to see everybody's point of view in an argument. You say one thing, she says another. So who am I to believe?
Justice with truth.
Either you make the decision or I make the decision. You won't like mine.
This is Justice for All with Judge Cristina Perez. Christy Paradise is suing Nancy Lang in the amount of $7,000. Ms. Paradise claims her daughter's dance teacher promised to help her win an important competition and says the team placed a disappointing third instead.
Miss Paradise, right? You are suing your daughter's dance instructor, Miss Lang, for $7,000?
Yes, Your Honor, that's correct.
Wow. Yes. What did you do that's $7,000 worth?
I taught her daughter how to dance.
Okay. Please elaborate why Miss Lang owes you $7,000?
Yes, Your Honor, thank you. So I am Christy Paradise from Dallas, Texas, and my daughter, Willow, who Nancy was instructing. She's been dancing since she was 5 years old. She mainly has been doing group competitions. More recently, within the past couple of years, she has done solo competitions. Worked very hard. However, she's only been able to place third. Like, that's the highest that she can.
That's amazing.
It is amazing. However, it's...
How old is she?
She is 15 years old.
That's amazing. Are you kidding me? At a competition, you should be so proud, not saying only third.
No,
I mean, I know us parents, sometimes we get a little overboard, right? We always think our kid's better than the next, which is really a very bad trait that we have. But congratulations that she's always placed third. That's amazing.
Thank you very much. No,
so then what's the problem placing third?
It's not a problem. I'm very proud of her. I'm a very proud mother and do anything for my daughter, like absolutely anything, just invested my time, energy, and whatever Willow needs.
Has Willow been professionally trained all these years? You said she started dancing when she was 5?
Yes, ma'am.
So has she been professionally trained, or how has she just gone to dance classes? Explain her training.
So she started out young, going to group dance classes, and once the instructor saw that she can excel, then we started doing private lessons as well as group lessons. However, after the most recent competition here in the beginning of the year, she did place third after having everything right. She hit a plateau and she came home very frustrated and said that's it, she's giving up dance. It's over. And I know that this is her love, her dream, and this is exactly what she wants. So I searched everywhere looking for the best instructor, and Nancy was referred by another mom from one of our older groups. She comes with high accolades, said that she can turn anybody to a star. We spoke on the phone. I let her know the expectations, which are Willow's competition is on July 31st. She's going to be performing in 3 different categories, and that we want her to get first place. Nancy promised. We set up a schedule.
Nobody can guarantee being first place. So I'm not quite sure how, was that part of the contract? Did you sign a contract?
Yes, there's a contract.
Can I see that contract?
Yes.
You can't guarantee first place, second place, third place. You can't. So that's what you demanded or you wished for your daughter. Is that correct?
Yes.
You wanted her to get out of the third place because that wasn't good enough for you. You wanted her to do first and second.
She literally just gave up, just hit sadness. She just isn't the same.
She attended Miss Lang's academy. She got personal instruction. And what happened? How much did you pay Miss Lang?
So we were paying $500 a week. My daughter was going twice a week for 2.5 hours each time.
So how much money did you pay Miss Lang?
$7,000.
Okay. Did Miss Lang deliver the lessons under the contract, the amount of lessons under the contract?
Yes,
So you instructed Willow all the times that you agreed to on the contract?
I did, yes.
Okay, so then what happened, Miss Lang? Why is she suing you for all the money back?
Because her daughter didn't win the competition.
What did your daughter place?
third. She did absolutely no better than prior to the 7,000.
Coming up on Justice for All.
Do you think she wants to dance? Or do you think her mother wants her to dance?
Quite frankly, I think her mother wants her to dance, and this is because I've gone through it.
And later,
He was responsible for the invitations.
Okay.
And then by the time I got to my party, there were only 15 people there, and he forgot to send the invitations out.
All right, so therefore the party was a bust?
if you'll be in the Los Angeles area and want to bring your case to court, call 1-888-552-6878. You're watching Justice for All with Judge Cristina Perez. We're back with the case of Christy Paradise, who is suing Nancy Lang for breach of contract.
How many people competed in this dance competition?
75.
70. She got third out of 75 girls?
Yes.
And you're complaining about that?
I'm not complaining.
Yes, you are, because you're suing. You're complaining very loudly. You are suing the instructor. To me, it's not funny, but you're suing the instructor who trained your daughter, who you chose for your daughter. So if I agree with you, that means I make her reimburse you $7,000. Then what happens to all of the time and the hours and the effort she spent? Who's gonna pay for that? Should we forget about that and erase it just because Willow did not reach first place?
I mean, if you look at it like that, however, prior to the first...
Finish that, because performance is limited on effort and a skill set. It is a horrible and blunt way to put it. There are some children who do not have the best instructor and naturally are so gifted they don't need anybody.
She promised to me prior to anything that she could work Willow with all of these practices and get her to number one. If that was the case...
Number one, that's a great marketing ploy. I'm not saying that's a bad idea, but yeah, if I'm gonna get you to be the best dancer. I can make you number one. Any logical person will understand that is not a guarantee.
I never promised that. You asked me, this was your desire. You communicated to me that you wanted your daughter to be first in this competition. I said I would do my very best to support her and that we would make a game plan to get there.
So, Ms. Lang, I know that Willow couldn't be here today, but we do have a statement from her. Tell me about Willow as a dancer.
She's very skilled. She has great training. I can tell. She's been dancing since she was 5. But she just lacks the spark that sets her apart from all the rest of the dancers. She gets easily distracted. She's very playful, which is not a bad thing. However, it is bad when it takes you away from being disciplined and practicing for the very short amount of time, frankly, that we have per week.
Do you think she wants to dance? Or do you think her mother wants her to dance?
Quite frankly, I think her mother wants her to dance, and this is because I've gone through it. No. I've been a dancer since I was 5. I didn't let a 3rd place finish. I didn't let a last place finish. Like, that never made me decide to quit. I wanted to keep going no matter what because I loved it. And I believe that if she can quit because she's so tired of getting 3rd that she never loved dance at all. Because you can't let go of something that you're passionate about that easily.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so we have Willow's statement.
Hi, Your Honor. I'm Willow Paradise. I'm sorry I couldn't be in court today, but I wanted to say that my experience with Coach Nancy was not great. She always said that I wasn't in it and my heart wasn't in it, and even though I tried my best and I did my best, and it just wasn't fun anymore, and it wasn't fun to dance, and I don't know if I'll ever dance again because of this experience.
So operative words, it wasn't fun anymore?
It was not fun anymore.
Her heart wasn't in it, she said. My heart wasn't in it.
Her heart isn't in it anymore. May I add, listening to...
It sounds like that her heart wasn't in it before she met Miss Lang, because she told you that she didn't want to continue dancing when she got 3rd that last time.
Her heart has always been in it. And may I add, the reason to...
But could it be that you want her to continue dancing and Willow does not?
No.
But if you love dance, your heart has to be in it. And sometimes it's not fun because it's a lot of hard work, like in any athletics. Here's the thing, Miss Paradise. You cannot make somebody swim faster if they cannot swim faster. Does that make sense? After so much training, after so much practice, and they invest time and energy, if they just can't swim faster, that means they just can't. That means the skill set is not there. It's not a negative thing, it's just that they can't. You have to manage your expectations, because your expectations, I think, are much higher than your daughter's. Because if any person understands that this is the benefit of their daughter, you would be congratulating her for winning 3rd place.
Which I do.
But you're not, because you are here suing her today, making her make a statement to justify why she did not win 1st place. Willow's trying to prove to you, I didn't win 1st place because she wasn't fun. It's not that she wasn't fun, it's that she does not find dance fun anymore, okay? So I suggest that you really take a step back, see what's really happening, and take into consideration what your daughter really wants to do. But based on the evidence, I will not overturn a valid agreement that 2 grown women made, knew exactly what they were contracting for, lessons, $7,000 worth, you signed a contract, you knew there was no refunds, no credit, and there's no reason to talk about refunds or credit because she took all of the lessons in the contract. So based on that, I will deny your claim for $7,000. Good luck.
All rise.
Judge Perez has ruled in favor of the defendant. The plaintiff's claim has been denied.
I feel that this was just a tragedy. I didn't pay $7,000 for support.
The reality is that you can't guarantee anyone's gonna win, and I'm glad that justice was served.
Coming up on Justice for All.
You didn't mention the
That's
invitations.
not what I meant. The text message makes it look like that, but that's not what I meant.
How are we supposed to know? Did you ever follow up and say, hey, by the way, I really didn't mean that. I meant you're still obligated to send the invites.
You're watching Justice for All with Judge Cristina Perez. John Lenari is suing Patrick Little in the amount of $3,655. Mr. Lenari claims his epic birthday plans fizzled after his boyfriend failed to send out party invitations and says hardly anyone showed up for the expensive soiree.
Mr. Lenari, you are suing the defendant Patrick Little, who is your friend, for a birthday party expense in the amount of $3,655.
Correct.
Big birthday, right?
Yeah.
What kind of big birthday was it?
My birthday falls on leap day, so technically obviously every 4 years, but I'm technically 10 years old.
So you decided to have a big bash, obviously, from the price point.
Yeah. So, this is my ex, and we dated for about 3.5 years. Over time, he moved in after about 6 months, and he was great at first. He was all in, and then as time went on, we just started fighting more and more. As long as he's known me, he's always known how important my birthday is to me.
So how is he responsible for this amount of money?
Yeah.
What
so
did he do?
I took care of everything else, but he was responsible for the invitations.
Okay.
And then by the time I got to my party, there were only 15 people there, and he forgot to send me the invitations out.
Okay. All right. So therefore, the party was a bust?
Yeah, it was.
Okay, but why is he responsible? You threw yourself a party. Why should he reimburse you for a party that you wanted to do and you paid for?
Correct, Your Honor.
So why don't you tell me, Mr. Little, what happened? Maybe you can. Maybe I'm missing a few facts. Why don't you explain to me what happened? You guys were together.
Your Honor, he thinks that I was supposed to create the invites and send them out to 50+ people to show up to the party. But I have evidence where he tells me to back off the party that he's going to take over from this point on.
Coming up,
He knew what I was talking about.
But this was, I'm just using a reasonable person standard. If I would have gotten this, I would have reasonably believed, all right, he wants me to back off and do nothing.
you're watching Justice for All with Judge Cristina Perez. We're back with the case of John Lenari, who is suing Patrick Little for party expenses.
Was it your responsibility to plan the party as well, or did you just volunteer as a favor? Hey, yes, I'll help you plan it.
I only agreed to create the invites and send out the invites.
As a favor?
Yeah, to be nice. I work in marketing, so I figured, I can help them out with that. I'm
Okay.
good at the creative aspects.
This is
of
when you
things.
guys were in good terms.
Yes, things were going well. So the night before he sent me this text, we had a fight. John does this weird thing where he does the dishes, he puts them in the dishwasher, he washes them, but then he leaves them there for days. And then he expects me to take them out without telling me. Like, he never tells me. Then they just sit there.
I don't know. It'd be kind of
All I
logical.
do
It'd
is
be
clean
kind
the
of
dishes.
logical to take the clean dishes out of the dishwasher, but maybe that's me.
Right.
Anyway, so he sent you a text the next day and said, "Don't worry,
I have the evidence.
me
I
see.
could. Okay.
Let me see."
You can give me everything.
Okay.
Thank you.
So he sent you the text message, and let's see what it says. I appreciate everything you've done, and I'm sorry about next week. I'm going to handle the rest of the party from here on out. So this was, when did you have your party?
February 29th.
Okay, so this was about a
Last year.
little more than 3 months before. Okay, so you sent them this text basically saying, "Hey, Patrick, don't do anything else. I'm handling it from here." What did you mean when you sent him the text?
He knew what I was talking about.
But this was, I'm just using a reasonable person standard. If I would have gotten this, I would have reasonably believed, all right, he wants me to back off and do nothing. You didn't mention the
That's not what I
invitations.
meant. The text message makes it look like
then-
that, but that's
then
not what I meant.
How are we supposed to know? Did you ever follow up and say, hey, by the way, I really didn't mean that. I meant you're still obligated to send the invites.
Judge Perez's verdict when Justice for All returns. You're watching Justice for All with Judge Cristina Perez.
But you are here basically saying that he was on an agreement. It wasn't a written contract or anything, but that his obligation was to send the invites in. And because he didn't send the invites, you lost a lot of money because your party was a complete failure and you spent all this money because clearly you can't have a party if people don't show up.
Correct.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
So I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you tell him 3.5 months before the party, don't handle anything. I'm going to handle everything from here. So reasonably, I'm going to take this, and any reasonable person would conclude that John Laneri wants Patrick Little to have nothing to do with his party. So that means he didn't even have to send invites, even as a favor. So based on that, I deny your claim. Based on your own words and your text, okay? I didn't send the text, you did, all right? So based on the evidence, I will deny the plaintiff's claim. Good luck.
Judge Perez has ruled in favor of the defendant. The plaintiff's claim has been denied.
I really hope your next birthday party is even worse than the last one. And I hope you learn your lesson, because you need to start communicating with your partner. Seriously, John.
I hope you don't run a birthday party anytime soon.
This has been a production of Allen Media Group.